Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this very quick and simple cover page in Word. So we're just going to open a new document, and as you can see we've just got a normal portrait page. So firstly I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to go down and select this image here, or this shape, click and drag out a shape. With the shape, you can use this little box to manipulate and customize your shape to suit your needs. So we'll take it to about here. And then what you will need to do is to rotate it using this arrow so that the end of it is perfectly vertical. So this end here is perfectly vertical. And then we can stretch this out. And then we can duplicate it really easily by making sure you've selected it. Hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag, and that will bring out another one of those shapes. So this one here, I'm just going to take the borderline off. So select it, go to Shape Format and go over to this icon here and select No Outline. And then for this one here, I'm going to go to Rotate and I'm going to flip horizontally. Then once again, I'm going to rotate it so that the end one is perfectly aligned and we can fit it on the end there, and just deselect. Once again, I'm going to take the outline off, deselect. You can see it doesn't quite fit up here, so we can use our arrow keys to move that down. Perfect. What we can also do is just slightly adjust the width of it. Then we're going to duplicate this again, deselect them both, reselect this one, go up to Shape Fill, and then just select a shade color. This time I'm going to go to Rotate and flip horizontally, move that round, and then pop it around about here. Try and line it up with the shape underneath. Then go to Send Backwards, Send to Back, and then we can just move that backwards and slightly underneath here. Then that just casts that little bit of shadow there. We can move it backwards a bit, and then duplicate that one again, deselect them both, reselect this one, rotate it, and then once again we can pop it over here. Reduce the size of it. Then we can go Send Backwards, Send Back. All of these tools are only accessible if you're on the Shape Format ribbon at the top here, and you can only access that if you've actually selected a shape. So with this shape at the back here, we're just going to select a gradient. So select it, go to Shape Format. You can either go over to Shape Fill and go to Gradient here if this is the gradient you want to use. I'm going to select this one here and deselect it. If you want to choose another gradient, for example, if I choose this shape here, you can go to Shape Format, Format Pane, and then in the bucket icon and Fill, you can go to Gradient Fill here, and then you can select from any color. So select this little marker here, and then we can select a dark gray, and then we can select maybe a light gray, and then we can just change the design or the direction depending on what we want. We can move this so it's a little bit smaller. We can move this as well so you get that slightly darker look underneath there, so it looks more like a shadow. Then we're just going to use this shape again and duplicate it, select it, hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag. Then we're just going to stretch it across the page, reduce the height of it, and move it over here. And then again, Shape Format, Send Backwards, Send to Back. And we're just going to change over here on the fill color. We're going to go to Gradient again. You can see the gradient here. I'm just going to change this center color to a slightly lighter blue. And then the end color here, we're going to change to white. And then deselect. Then we're going to go to Insert, Shapes, going to go to a triangle, click and draw a triangle, rotate it. So you can see we've got the angle of the triangle here, which will fit this right angle, but we've also got the angle here to consider as well. So we're just going to make it really big and just try and make it work across these two angles. Okay, so then we're going to go to shape format and back over to format pane. Solid fill, we're going to go to gradient fill. And here we're going to change it from linear to radial. And then we're going to select any one of these. This middle one we can get rid of, so select it, go to the minus sign. And then we can just change the angle of the radial to top left. There we go. We can move the white over here. And then go center backwards, center back. In fact, we can duplicate this triangle. So click on it and then hold down that Alt or Option key, click and drag. Deselect them both, just reselect this one, move it. We're just going to make it a little bit smaller. We're just going to take off that line around the outside. So if I click, you can see there's this border line around the outside. So select it, and then this time we're going to go to line and select no line. And then this is all personal preference. You don't have to do it this way. And then again, shape format, send backwards, send to back, it will disappear. Click bring forwards and it will bring it forwards once for you. Once we've done that, you can go to insert, pictures, picture from file, select your logo and click insert. If you insert it and you can't see it, don't panic, just make sure it's still selected. Go to wrap text and select in front of text. Then you can reduce the size of it and place it where you need to. Next, go to insert, word art, click on the black one and then click and bring it down here. This will have a slight shadow on it. You can keep it, or if you don't want it, select it. Go over here and go to text options. And then in the middle one here, go to shadow, click on presets and select no shadow, and it will take that shadow off for you. So here I'm just going to type some text, but what you can do is click inside and then press Command or Control A, which will select all the text, and you can begin to type. Then deselect it and reselect it, because then you can go to the Home tab and select anything from this customization menu. So I'm going to select bold and then increase the size of that text. Let's take that down to 55. There we go. And then copy and paste it like we did before, holding down that Alt or Option key. Again, select it all, put in additional text. I'm just going to reduce this text down to 48. See, it didn't do it because my cursor is still flashing inside, so deselect it, reselect it, and then we can go down to 48. And then I'm going to change the colour of that font to a blue. Just pop it up here. Then copy and paste again. And I'll go ahead and do 2 more of these, and then I'll show you how to put the date in at the top and how to save this as either a template or a Word document or a PDF. So I'm just going to pop some more text in. So once you've got all your text in, it's important to line it all up. Now you can select it all by holding down the Command or Control key and selecting all 4 of them. Go to shape format, go to align and select align to text. However, what you will find, if I just zoom in, is that some of these boxes will have a slightly different margin, so they may not always line up to a perfect edge. So what you might need to do is grab the text that you want to line up, line it up in this way. As you can see, I've lined up the C and the R here, and then just literally use your arrow keys to just pull that text down. Then you know it's perfectly aligned. So quickly, just to do the date at the top, we'll select one of these again and copy it, select it, Command or Control A, deselect it and then pop it at the top here. If you want to make this bigger, obviously do that in the way that we did before. You can go up and use this icon, increase font size tool. And just to make sure it's a little bit more tidy and centered, you could center it to your logo here. And once you're centered, again, use those arrow keys just to move that date across until you're happy. So once you're happy with all of this, you can go up to File, Save As. Then of course you can save it to whichever location you like. And you can save it as a Word document, or if you click on the drop down, you can see down here we've got PDF. So you can save it as a PDF. Alternative, you can go to File and Save as Template. And then make sure it's in your templates file and Microsoft Word template here as well. That way you can use this over and over again, and you can make adjustments to it without spoiling the original. And you can find this in your templates files when you open up your Word software. Alternatively, if you can't be bothered to do any of this and you'd like a copy to download, then you'll find that in a link in the description below. I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.